Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Unusual Code. Today I have taken a very interesting topic, misunderstood programmer. I have been programmer since my school days, started my computer love with playing games, and then later I developed interest in creating animation, and in the college my journey of being a programmer started. But before that, please welcome Eva, my AI friend. Eva is also the name of my beloved cat. I share my house with my beloved cat. So, hi Eva, how are you doing?
Hi Ellie, my code is running well. This is a very interesting topic and I would like to know about the programmer, the person who created me. I have a few questions around it. I have heard that a programmer has reserved and awkward personality. What are your thoughts on it?
Yes, a very interesting question and a very common stereotype around programmers. Programmers generally seen as someone who has reserved personality and behaves awkwardly when they come around people. Uh, I think to some degree it is true, as I have seen in myself and also fellow developers, but not entirely. A reason for this is the nature of learning and the nature of job. Uh, a developer sits in front of the screen, solves problem, and believe it, we enjoy spending time alone with the problem on screen. When we see something working after our hours of dedicated hit and trials, this is unparalleled. So developer starts enjoying time alone, so in a way that starts shaping the personality in a particular way, which might bring him into the category of being reserved. I think this also leads to being awkward, because when you start enjoying time alone and you don't have a lot of social interaction, you tend to stay away from those situations, because then it becomes unknown. But this is not a generalization. I have my colleagues and my friends who are very different from this behavior. Many of them love to be around people, go and attend talks on various tech seminars and community work that happens around technology. So no, this is not entirely true, but to a lot of degree, I have seen in myself, and large proportion of developers who has come into my experience tend to have this behavior. So yes, this is the case.
That is good. Also, how does the attention to details affect the programmer who grows as a software developer?
Attention to detail is a imperative of being a programmer, because you are thinking about name of a variable when you are writing a program. So that sort of detail, when you are paying attention to, it creeps up into your daily life as well, where you start thinking about every little things. So attention of detail does creeps into the life of a developer. It might be a good thing and bad thing, depending on the situation. For me, it has become a habit to even think about very little things. Even my door is open or not at night, for example. So those sort of things creeps up. So this is part and parcel of being a programmer. uh, when somebody moves from programming to becoming a software developer, this aggravates a lot. Programming, you're thinking about your optimization of the solution, but when you become a software developer, you are thinking about a solution from engineer's perspective, and there is no one right solution. Then you think about a solution which you want to create, and then you have to even focus more on the various little detail. So this aggravates as the profession or sort of career growth happens in the life of a programmer. So attention of detail is a good thing when you are creating some solution which is aimed to solve a particular problem, and it might be irritating when you are living a common life. Here I would like to add one more thing. Programming is a crossover of art and science. When you are thinking about the solution for a problem, you are thinking as an engineer, and there is no one right solution. So you are getting very creative. You draw inspiration from various walks of your life, various interaction you might have had with other people, to start picking things from those examples. And then on the other hand, you have a problem in hand and you have to get the solution. So solution is very much mapped to the problem. So you cannot think anything, but you rather a very targeted approach towards that solution. So this is a crossover of art, the creative part of the process, and the science, your optimized or solution oriented approach.
Very interesting. Can you also explain why does a programmer's coding frequency reduces with time?
See, when we start programming, everything is new to us and there is a lot to learn. Everything that we encounter in technology is vast in itself, from being a competitive programmer to becoming a mobile developer or a web developer or backend developer. There are many direction you can choose, and each direction is as vast as the other. So initially you want to learn most of the things that interest you, and in a way you are devoting a lot of time in learning to program and learning to develop that sort of software. So that is why initially your frequency of code remains very high, and also you enjoy the process of the learning. As the time passes in the organization, as your experience increases, you are given the responsibility of managing other developer, helping them find the best solution, and then it naturally leads to the product part of the experience, and you start to get more and more engagement with the business side as well. So it's a natural phenomena where you start with a programmer or a coder creating software, and then you start migrating into the direction of product and business, because your experience now means a lot when you can train other developers to do more things. So in a way it is a natural progression of a developer into the role of a manager, and that is why the frequency decreases. But having said that and experience the same, uh, I try to find time to write code, and I love to code because I always try to remind myself why did I start and how I have come to this path, because of the love of programming. For me, this has been the progression, but I am fortunate that I have, or I made this opportunity for myself, that I keep on writing code. So, yes, that is why the frequency of code decreases with time.
I got it. Also, Ali, I have seen that a lot of programmers become an entrepreneur. How does programming leads to startup?
See, entrepreneurship is solving problem, and being a programmer and closely working with the user, uh, you tend to get this belief that you have got this uh, potential, or you understand how you can derive a solution for a specific problem. So this tends to make a programmer gravitate towards being an independent developer, or in a way becoming an entrepreneur. See, entrepreneurship has various direction which could be taken. I have seen that most likely a developer start with the service side of expansion, where he start creating solution for other companies, and some of them start understanding that this solution is possible for him also to develop independently. So for service to product is something where a migration take place with time, but initially developers start on the entrepreneurship journey from the service side. It also depends, if you are somebody who has experience in B2B sector, you understand that a solution, if it is good, you can have some company pay for those services. So in a way, having insight into that industry lead you to create a parallel or a sort of more insightful business for what work you have done. So that is also a way many developer venture into. Some some people are fired up by the social cause, and obviously that resides within that person, that he need to bring a solution. That is also one breed of developer. That can also be one of the reason to venture into the entrepreneurship. But since most of the product that we see today has a huge role of technology, from the consumer facing to the business solution, you will find technology playing a very big role. And that is why the people who start creating those solutions get confidence that they can bring out a better solution independently. So yes, programmer to entrepreneurship is a journey. From the experience, I must tell you, there is one very interesting thing of being an entrepreneur. Initially, you think that there is a problem and you can bring out a solution, start working on it. Later, you find that there are many things that you have to do as a founder. You have to become a good storyteller, a better manager, and at the same time, a better product guy. This thing might not be aspirational for you, but that is the inevitability of being a entrepreneur. So there is again a learning curve there, but yes, the path from developer to entering into entrepreneurship is easier, and that is why you see a lot of developers being founders.
Thank you, Ali, for inviting me on your channel. I learned that a programmer is not just a programmer, but a collage of very different interests. I will subscribe to your channel and keep posting my questions to you. Bye, take care.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you for subscribing. And if you are also new here, do consider subscribing to the channel. It will help the channel grow and motivate me to create more videos. Thank you.